VA3 IGD, which is me, will be the host controller here tonight. As a backup, we'll have RPAD in Toronto, being a host controller. So what I'm going to do is ask RPAD, if you're there, to please verify that to the people that are in the Toronto region, because they won't all hear my voice, but any that can hear my voice or your voice, just repeat the message, VA3 IGD.
Thank you very much, Ian. This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Name here is RPAD, and I'm located in Toronto, East York. The call sign is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. And Ian is going to do the net today, so I will be listening in Toronto, and it will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube. So I'm going to turn the net back to the net controller, VE3 IGD. Ian, go ahead, please.
Yeah, thanks, RPAD. It's just your antenna seems to work better in Toronto region. And since we're going around the lake, it's the way it goes. Anyways, we're looking for check-ins on the simplex net tonight. The net is not about anything in particular. It's just a matter of, it's a net about nothing, but just seeing how the radios work and playing around the lake and just practicing communication skills. So if there's anybody in the, on the American side of the lake, on the south side of the lake, say between probably anywhere from Rochester to Niagara Falls, Buffalo, New York, in that area, please come on now and check into our net, the VA3 IGD.
VA3 VAD VTMSS, count me in too as well, but I can't hear Ian. VTMSS standing by.
Okay, I stand by.
Yeah, I hear a station, VA3 MSS, trying to check in. Do you want to hang on there for a little bit? We'll get around to the Toronto region in a few minutes. Anyways, I didn't hear anybody for on the south side of the I guess Rochester to through Buffalo.
VE3 HEM standing by. There's a net going on this frequency, but for a short bit. You want to choose another frequency?
At the end of the net, we're going to do another quick call for anybody in the area. Anyways, anybody in the Niagara Falls region or the Niagara Peninsula region, if you want to check into the net, come on now, please.
Okay, 146430.
Gone 430 for a bit.
I did hear something, RPAD. Don't know if you heard anything, but I didn't catch the call sign. It was just at the noise level.
Yeah, that was a VE3 MSS with a different station. They just QSY'd to a different frequency. Go ahead, Ian.
Okay, very good. Well, we didn't get anybody in the Niagara Peninsula area for the time being, but maybe we'll catch more as we go around the lake. Anybody from, I guess, just west of the Niagara Peninsula, all the way around Hamilton and into Burlington and areas like that. If there's anybody in that area, please come on now and check into the net. RPAD, again, I heard some noise, but I didn't catch anything, call sign or anything.
Okay, let me just open up my Squelch. I did not hear anyone. Okay, let's try. No, I'm not hearing anybody.
Okay, well, that's why the limitations of my location here is I don't maybe not get out quite as...
VA3 LIO.
Okay,
Stand by, Sonny.
we'll see what happens. Okay, anybody from Burlington on through to Oakville, Mississauga area, south, I guess the north side of Lake Ontario, south edge of the land mass there. If you want to check into that, come on now, please, if you can hear me.
Victor Echo 3, Tango Yankee Papa. Rick here in Mississauga.
Okay, Victor Echo 3, Tango Yankee Papa, and I'm not sure of the name there, but I have talked to you before, and I did hear you talking earlier to the Markham station there, so RPAD might be able to hear you better. RPAD, do you want to get back to him and just make sure we get it confirmed?
Yeah, Ian, that was VE3TYP. His name is Rick, and he's located in Mississauga. How do you copy him?
Yeah, okay, Rick, I can hear you. You're not too bad, but it's you're just above the noise level, so it's. I don't know if you have a pointy antenna or you're using a handheld or anything like that. If you're using a handheld, you're doing great, but if you have a beam or something, I'm across the lake from you over in the St. Catharines area.
Oh, that's, you're down in St. Catharines. Okay, no problem. We should be able to talk. I'm doing 50 watts here, so, anyways, with that, we could probably bump our power up if we went on to our other rig. But I got a very, very good copy on you there. No problem whatsoever. Back over to net control.
Okay, thanks, Rick. Yeah, you said you have a good copy on me. Okay, I don't know why. I'm only getting about 2 or 3 bars there. It's fluctuating just a little bit, just above the noise. So I'm not sure why. Maybe there's some deficiency between the antennas or something somewhere. But Arpad, are you getting him full scale from where he is?
Yeah, I believe I'm hearing him with 7 bars from Mississauga. It's coming in loud and clear to my location.
Okay.
MSS.
So I'm not sure if you have a directional antenna there, Rick, or it's just the conditions tonight that it's the way it's coming over here towards me. But anyways, okay, we're going to try anybody else in Mississauga area, and we'll move into the GTA as well. If there's anybody in the Mississauga or the GTA area that can hear me and wants to check.
VA3LIO.
V3AJF.
Yeah, we got one there. I think that's Adnan, VE3AJF. And you're in Toronto, of course, Adnan, we know that. And yeah, it's good to hear you. You're coming through pretty good, about 5 bars here, and audio is pretty good. So there's a touch of noise there on the signal, but not too bad at all. I'm pushing 50 watts into the antenna on this end, and hopefully you can hear me okay.
Yeah, Ian, no problem hearing you. You're only pushing up 3 bars in my radio here, but I think the meter on this radio is a little bit stingy. But a good copy with a little bit of noise, but everything is clear, no problem whatsoever. Back to you, Ian, V3IGT, V3AJF.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Adnan. Yeah, well, I'm not really a good experienced net controller, so what I can do is just double check with Arpad there, see how you're coming into him. And he's recording this too, so it'll probably be on the internet later on the Facebook page there, so if you want to check your signals, you'll be able to see it on his radio. Over to you, Arpad. Give us a quick check on Adnan.
Yeah, he's coming in with plus 20. On my radio, the preamplifier is set up, and I heard VA3LAO Sonny as well. Did you hear him?
No, I never hear him.
Leo. I'm not sure if that was his call sign, but I know I've heard Sonny in the past, but I didn't hear him tonight. So if you want to take him, go ahead and take him.
MSS.
Okay, we have 2 stations now, V3MSS and V3LAO, Sonny. Sonny, do you hear the station, Ian, the net control station from Niagara region?
No, I cannot hear him, and I never hear him.
Okay, Sonny, I have some noise on my radio here, so okay, then thank you very much. You can't hear Ian. I heard V3MSS. Go ahead, please.
V3NCS, V3MSS through VA3VAD. You're not, I cannot get your signal at all, but if you do copy me, best of 73 over there. Back to Arpad from through the net control. V3MSS standing by. All this confusion, we get a better
V3MSS, Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Okay, are you coming in with plus 20? You can hear my signal. That's a little bit strange. You're coming in just fine. I'm putting out about 90 watt, 80 watt right now. And yeah, do we have any more stations from Toronto who would like to check in? This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, relaying to the net control station. And the net control station today is Ian, VE3IGD, and he's in Thorold, Ontario, on the south side of the lake.
V3, Kara.
I'm very sure Ian can hear you. Ian, you want to take KRS?
Yeah, I thought that was Ken out there, VE3 KRS. IGD, yeah, we can hear you, Ken. You're coming in at about 5 bars, and your audio is really good.
Yeah, very good there, Ian. Yeah. Well, you're pretty much a straight line of sight anyways. Yeah, so how are things down in Thorold anyways? It's going to be very cold. I guess you guys have the same weather, so... Oh, did you get snow down there the other day? I was going to ask you that.
We had a bit of snow coming down here today, Ken. It was coming down pretty good for a while, and it leveled off later in the afternoon. But yeah, it was not a whiteout, but it was a pretty good amount of snow coming down for a while. And of course, it's getting cold. We're all getting caught in this vortex thing here. I think it's the same guys that make my radio. I think mine is made by AC Vortex or something. But anyways, yeah, you're coming in great. Good to hear you, Ken. And yeah, I know your location there, which way you're facing, and you should be able to get across the lake pretty good as well. So it's nice to hear you out there.
Yeah, well, you know, we had the, so I didn't know, like, my friends across the lake in Buffalo, they got really dumped on snow-wise, and, of course, I guess you heard about the ice storm we had here, and that was not very fun, actually, so. Oh, by the way, the FIDO cleanup bill for the city of Toronto is, I heard $177 million, but it was nasty, and as I was saying to Arpad before, I'll talk to him later on that. Yeah, the one thing I didn't get this year was a generator, and it would have come in a little handy, but anyways.
Yeah, absolutely, can't understand. Yeah, we had the ice storm here too, but it melted the next day now, so we didn't have the serious problems you guys did. So we're very fortunate. I had no power loss here, although some places did around the Niagara region. Anyways, not going to chit-chat too much. Go ahead and check for any other check-ins from the GTA or even east of the general Toronto area, if you can hear my voice. Come on now, please. Okay, I'm not getting any other check-ins that can hear me. So let's get Arpad to put out a general call for check-ins anywhere around the lake and into the GTA, even east of the GTA, if you will, Arpad. So we'll pick up anybody that got to the radios late or whatever.
Thank you, Ian. This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. And yeah, I do have a like 3.5 S unit noise. Somebody's having fun for sure. And yeah, I'm going to give out a general call for the net control station as a relay station here. This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Do we have any stations in the city of Toronto or east of Toronto? Go ahead now, please.
Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Oscar Zulu, Clayton in East York.
Okay, I heard Clayton. Anybody else? Okay, I didn't hear anybody else. I have S5 noise level here. So Clayton, if you wanna go ahead, WAZ.
Good evening, Arpad, and everyone on net. Sorry I'm joining this a little bit late, but I did hear the tail end of Ian talking. So I'm picking you up fine, perfectly clear, and Ian was coming through very clear as well. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Clayton. You sounded really good. Ian Clayton checked in, VE3WAZ. And do we have any more stations who would like to check into the Toronto net? This net is the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Please come now.
VA3VAD, KB2DMW.
KB2DMW. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Ian. Sorry I made it late to the net tonight. I had to do something for my daughter, but I definitely wanted to check in. I knew you were recording tonight, and I wanted to hear what my signal sounds like there. So, just going to give you a little bit of audio, and maybe I can check it out on the web later on, see what it sounded like. KB2DMW.
Yeah, KB2DMW. Yeah, actually, you coming in with the S8 coming on the top of the noise. Somebody doesn't want us to do any recording here, looks like, and they sending about 5 S-unit signal, and well, you coming on the top of it from the United States. So yeah, no problem, coming in loud and clear. And maybe you wanna check Ian. He's doing the net control today. I'm just doing the net control station. So I'm going to ask one more time in the city of Toronto or anywhere who can hear my voice. I'm relaying for a V3IGDEN to the net control station. Go ahead, please.
Victor Alpha 3, Victor, Victor, Victor.
Victor. Yeah, that's a new station, and you're located in Whitby. Am I right?
Yeah, that's correct, Arpad. We're located in Whitby.
Okay. Yeah, I do have some noise. You can check out the this. I'm going to upload this net anyway, so even with that noise, and if you guys would go to Lake Ontario. Actually, let me see. Lake Ontario Radio Club net 2014-16-20. That would be the where it would be uploaded. So yeah, you coming in loud and clear. Thank you very much for your check-in, and just let me double check if Ian can hear you. Ian, can you hear DMW and the BBB?
Yeah, I can hear DMW. If I'm correct, I just want to confirm that is Barry, isn't it?
I believe so. Yes.
KB2DMW. Barry in Youngstown, New York.
Okay, that's what I wrote it down as, Barry. And yeah, it's good to hear you in there again. And yeah, you can check the recording out. Arpad will have on the Facebook site, I'm sure, in the next little while, whatever. If not tonight, tomorrow, you know. We're not very efficient here some days, so that's the way it goes. However, I heard 2 other call signs, and I believe it was KC2HPD and KC2AOL. Now I could have these wrong, but let's try the HPD call. Come on in now, please. David, very good. Nice to hear you down in Buffalo. And yeah, we did a call around the net earlier on, and we usually try and get the American side first, but you know, sometimes it doesn't work out that way. So, and that's why we put out a second call, like for a general call at the end of the net. So good to hear you in there. We got you checked in, and if you want, David, you can check the recording later. We're just, Arpad's actually doing a recording at his place and showing the levels of the stations coming in. So I don't know if you'll be heard from his station. He's in Toronto, but he's up on the 30th floor of the apartment building there. So he's picking up most stations across and around the lake. Let's try the other station. I think it was KC2AOL, but I could be wrong about that. Go ahead. KC2, Kilo Oscar Oscar, Dave, and in Buffalo, New York as well. Yeah, cool. Nice to hear you guys down there. I get across the river quite often. I'm only over in Thorold, Ontario, just on the, I guess, just slightly east of Niagara Falls, you know, maybe a 2-minute drive to the Niagara Falls area. And so I go across the Rainbow Bridge quite often and get down into, not necessarily Buffalo, but I get down into Amherst and that, but I've been into the Buffalo area, like the waterfront down there is beautiful, and like in Buffalo, the waterfront there on Lake Erie. So it's really enjoyable. Nice to hear you guys out there, and we should just put out a call out for anybody else out there. Oh, do you have anything else to add for the net there, Dave? Okay, I guess we may have lost you there for a minute or whatever. Okay, yeah, is there anybody else out there that would would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net, VA3 IGD, net control.
VA3 VAD recheck.
Yeah, okay, go ahead, Arpan.
Yeah, can you make a comment on VA3 VVV reception? His name is John, located in Whitby, Ontario.
No, I don't have any reception on John over there, okay? But that could be just, the location. I understand he has a beam antenna, and he can probably point it down towards St. Catharines or Welland Canal across the lake, and then we probably would be able to communicate.
Yeah, okay. What about John, VA3 VVV? Can you hear Ian, VA3 IGD from Niagara region? Yeah, okay. I believe you turned your antenna. You lost your signal. I have somebody is transmitting with a 5-bar noise level here, S5. So I did not hear your transmission.
How's it now, Arpad? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you're coming through the noise.
Yeah, I can't hear Ian at all. Negative copy on Ian and nobody else. I can hear VE3ANF quite well, Alpha November Foxtrot. I can hear him really well. And I can hear Victor Echo 3 Tango Yankee Papa at about a 4x3.
Okay, that's a Roger. Okay, you can't hear the net control station. So, all right, thank you very much. Ian, John, he can't hear you at all from Whitby, Ontario. Back to you, net control.
Very good. Okay, well, no problem, Mark. That's the way it goes. There's limitations to being where I am. I don't think, although I'm fairly high, probably don't have as clear a shot to the Toronto area stations where you are over there, so that's okay. And just wondering if KC2 HPD is still there. David, are you still there? I guess we've lost our Buffalo stations for now, so anyways, I don't know if there's anybody else out there. Okay, I'm going to make this the last call for anybody in the sound of my voice that can hear us and wants to do a check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come on now, please.
AJF.
Okay, Adnan, you want to check in again? Come on.
No, I was just going to report on I've heard all the signals tonight, but from the U.S. side, only one station came in clear, and that was KB2DMW, I think it is, Barrie. The other stations from that side was not able to hear at all. So good propagations tonight. Back to you, Ian. VA3IGD, VE3AJF.
Yeah, every time I've heard Barry check in, he's checked in with Adnan, and he's always put out a good signal. Where he is Youngstown, New York, I think, is pretty much at the border, right on the south side of Lake Ontario. Am I right, Barry?
Yeah, that's right. Right on the shore. Actually, my QTH is 1 mile south of Lake Ontario. Hey, just a reminder, the Lockport Amateur Radio Hamfest is this weekend, this Saturday, Lockport, New York. I don't know, I think I mentioned it to you before, Ian. I don't know if you were still interested in going, KB2DMW.
Well, Barry, if the weather's good and I can get up early enough, I think I'll probably make the trip out there to Lockport. It's really not too far from where I am, so I actually printed the flyer off, and I mentioned it to a couple other guys that are in the club, in the Niagara Regional Amateur Radio Club, which I'm a member of here, or haven't had a chance to join yet since I've been here, but that's just luck of the draw. You know, I probably would have joined a week or so ago, but I had a bad tooth pulled that day, and I just did not want to go in, so never made it in. But that's life. But yeah, I'm going to try and make it over there, and the following week, on the 1st of February, in St. Catharines, the Niagara Regional Club is having their Hamfest as well. If you want to look that up, N Park ontario.ca, npark.on.ca. And, they usually have a fairly good turnout there too. It might be a little bit larger than the Lockport one, but the Lockport one's really good. And I know Rich from Lockport, he's a good guy too. And, I've been over to his store there, so I wouldn't mind doing it. I like doing the day trips over to the U.S. VA3IGD, back to you, Ray.
Yeah, roger that, Ian. I have been to that ham fest in St. Catharines before. I think I've been there twice, but it was a long time ago. And maybe I'll see how many coins I got left after this Saturday. If I got enough to spend, maybe I'll come over to your side and see what's cooking.
Yeah, not a problem. It's
Recheck MSS.
we have to just be careful crossing the border and that, and follow the rules. And
Stand by.
let us across, and we say yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full, sir. And it's not a big problem normally, except if there's a lineup at the bridges or something like that. The lineup is sometimes the worst thing. But I noticed since I've moved here, this area, and I have a local address, they're a lot easier about letting me in and across for just a shopping thing and a bite to eat.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what I could purchase over there and bring back as far as ham radio equipment. I don't know if they'd give me a hard time at the border with that or not. Years ago, they didn't. They just asked me, "What are you doing?" And I told them I bought some ham radio stuff over there. Oh, okay, go ahead. But I'm sure that's all different now.
I don't know if it's really that much difference, but they probably check you closer and stuff like that. But whatever, you'd have to check the rules on your side for bringing stuff back. For my side, bringing stuff back, we're not supposed to bring anything back, even for a day trip. But they'll let us go with about $50 worth of stuff, whatever. And as long as it's not, cigarettes or alcohol. But I'm not a smoker or a drinker, so don't worry about it. Anyways, Barry, I'm going to carry on with the net, or if I want see if anybody else wants to, see if there's anybody else. Arpad, do you want to do one last call around the lake? See if there's any other check-ins, and then we want to continue to have a chit-chat. We can stick on here, Barry.
Actually, we had a recheck from VE3MSS.
VA3VAD relating to Ian, VA3IGD. Convey my best regards. I'm going to be shutting the radio down. Another friend of mine is trying to reach me, got to the other frequency close by, but it seems like I'm unable to pick his twisted pair phone line for whatever the case may be. Anyways, Arpad, thank you very much for the opportunity, and others who are listening. Best of 73, stay warm. VE3 MSS handing back to VAT to IGD. Back to you.
VE3MSS, okay, good evening to you, and you have a good night, and 73, and thank you very much to check into this net. Okay, this is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. I'm relaying for the net control station VE3IGD. Do we have any stations who would like to check in to this net? Please come now. Okay, I did not hear anybody else. My noise went down to 3 bars from 5, so it's a stationary mobile station. So I'm going to turn it back to net control VE3IGD, Ian.
Yeah, okay. Well, with that, we may put out a couple call-ins for other check-ins and stuff like that. We ended up getting a few extras from Buffalo. It's nice to hear them, actually. I guess they were a little bit busy and couldn't stick around too much longer, but anyways, not a problem. Maybe they'll check in again sometime. What I was thinking, Arpad, maybe you will, or one of the people in Toronto areas, because we're not really a club where we are forced to do anything, but I was thinking it might be good to, if we get it on the Google Maps there and put pin cushions in of the different people that checked in their rough locations on a Google map. Maybe get that up on the Facebook website for those that are interested. And that's just another an idea. We might be able to enhance the radio club a little bit. And the other thing is, I didn't ask yet, but if there's anybody out there, just before we close the net, that wants to be present for the next week or so, come now, please.
VE3 AGM.
VE3 AGF, I think it was.
VA3HEM. Okay, I just at the west end of Toronto, and I have you about 1 in 3 over here at the west end of Toronto. The person here is Arnold, and the call is VE3HEM.
Very good, Arnold. Yeah, I was just going to shut the net down, but we got you in here, VE3HEM, like hem of a skirt. Is that right? And it's Arnold, and yeah, you're at the west end of Toronto. You're doing quite well. Are you mobile or stationary?
I'm operating a base station, but using the Icon 7000 mobile into a J-pole antenna.
Well, you're doing a good job. I'm over here in Thorold, Ontario, but I'm up on the escarpment, so I got fairly good height above sea level. But you know, I'm inland, maybe 10 kilometers from the Lake Ontario, so it's not too bad. It's mostly coming across the lake, and you're doing pretty good. So from the west end of Toronto, you're doing okay on a J-pole, and that's about it. Anything else, sir?
I just wanted to let you know that I did have a copy on you, and just wanted to let you have another mark for the book there to bring the count up, and I enjoy listening to you, Net, there on Simplex. So hope that we have more of them. Have a great evening, all. This is VE3. We'll be signing there with, let's see, if I got your call sign down here correctly. I believe you're VA3IGD. So VE3HEM will bid one and all a very good night. Thank you for checking me in.
Oh, not a problem, Arnold. Feel free to jump back anytime and check in. We did get you in there, and I thought you were going to try and come back and be president for a week. That's the only thing in the stipulations. The only officer we have in this club is the president, and we can change that weekly if we want to change, so that's no big deal. So anybody that wants to be president can be. And with that, before we go, anybody that wants to be president, give me a call now at VA3IGD. Well, as luck would have it, nobody else wants to be president right away, Arpad, so you're stuck with it for another week. With that, we'll shut down the net and return the frequencies. One frequency, 146.460, to normal use. And thanks everybody for checking in. It made it a lot more fun tonight. VA3IGD.
Yeah, thank you, Ian. Good net. Yeah, lots of people checked in for sure. And yeah, the person who was transmitting, thank you very much. Next time you have to try a little bit better, stronger radio, or maybe you have to get closer to my location. And he's not transmitting right now. Probably he's out of power. 73N. Thank you very much.